All right, so moving on to the tower checks. For tower checks, regarding the tower checks, we are actually just going to recheck the moment capacity. And that I have actually down here with this equation. And you'll probably remember that from previous sections of the course. Our ultimate moment needs to be less than, or our capacity times our load factor needs to be greater than our experienced ultimate moment from the load combination that we define from above as 1.4 times the moment due to our dead load. Now remember the explanation from the anchor design section that the moment capacity of the tower column is assumed to be a singly reinforced section. Now here we can rearrange the equations to solve for F prime C required, or the concrete compressive strength required to satisfy hoisting and decking conditions, to back calculate the required time for concrete to set, and then we can round up to the nearest day. And this is a check I like to have on my design tool because instead of having to change the number of days and do that math in my head, I just have it back calculate this and report back to me. It will require 2.4 days of cure time for the tower to reach its moment capacity to sufficiently resist the forces from hoisting, sufficiently resist the forces from decking. And I've drawn the stress and strain diagram here for a singly reinforced tower column, or it's a beam when we're analyzing it in this case. And just want to make sure everything is correct here, and we're using the same Whitney stress block to find the compressive block of concrete, and we can remember A and MN, plugging all these things in together. Remember to keep our units straight, and we can back calculate for that F prime C required to calculate the amount of days that we have before we can hoist and we can deck. Now, I won't rearrange all of the equations like this for the next sections for the anchor beam because they get a little bit more complex. It's a bit more difficult to rearrange these, but you get the idea. It's done symbolically. It also is pretty easy in Excel or whatever program you're using to break up all the variables and then have them calculate time for you.